this KC Chiefs offense.
They've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have a chance to rest up a little bit. Excited about playing again. That really rekindled. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He'll drop that off to Edwards-Helaire. That catch good for only a couple. So a glance here at the key inactives. There's other reasons, but this list, one of the reasons they've been struggling some this year.
And one that they won't make excuses with, but everyone knows that this is the key reason. Without these players, it's made it very difficult for them this season. They've battled, they've scrapped. But without those guys, hard to win games.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Forced out to his left. And Mahomes picking up the first as he slides and hits the deck.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that'll set them back 5. Now a toss left side for Edwards-Helaire. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you follow him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 6 there on 1st. From the 17, Mahomes. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Enough to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Mahomes going to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. It's now 2nd and 10. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And oh, he coughs up the football near his own goal line. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
And they'll send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or two. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. Play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well, so this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that they spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First down, Chiefs. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Let's go! First play of the drive, excellent run. Just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now a second down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
13 yards remaining on second down. On play action, they'll throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Bates.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
They'll set up a throw. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he'll be brought down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 41-yard line.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. That's to the tight end, Colby Parkinson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Well, when you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They're going to look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. He's got it complete to Thompson. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Taking it about the 1. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. And now here comes Kansas City. Now right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes.
His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. After one, a 14-3 ball game. The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter. As they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. London about set to take over on offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Black Knights are back within a score. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Point after here coming up. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. Time now for Patrick Mahomes as we put him in our players' spotlight. He's showing off that arm, showing it off very well. They've got the lead. Don't forget, though, about the protection he's had. The protection's been good.
And I'll guarantee you he hasn't forgotten about it at all because that's keeping him clean in the pocket, allowing him to step into throws and make those deep passes come true. I mean, it's just been beautiful for him to do. But guess what? In the huddle, on the sidelines, guaranteed he's thanking those big guys up front for keeping him safe. I'm feeling he may even buy dinner.
Indeed, entertaining to relive some of those deep balls. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
Second and 11 now. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he will find his man on the outside. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. On 3rd down, here's Edwards-Helaire.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now here's Mahomes. Allen has it, left side. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Now Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He lets this one fly. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The KC offense and Clyde Edwards-Helaire getting the ball back here.
Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
But when you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
Now into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off right around the 43. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
London about set to take over on offense.
Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him. Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
4 yards remain for 2nd down.
Cadet will run it. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Cadet. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the ground with Cadet. About 3 yards there to the 27.
2nd and 7.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off at the 25. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. At their own 28-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. From the gun on third down, Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to fourth down.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Here's Tommy Townsend now.
As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that second touchdown now. Now this throw caught left side. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw here. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. This offense so far on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. And after the nice stiff arm, the next wave swarms in quickly for the stop. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. Brings up 4th down and 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The KC offense and Clyde Edwards-Helaire getting the ball back here.
He's hoping to get it going. They're hoping to get him going, too. You know, he's about ready to pop one here in the second quarter. He's hoping.
And his offensive line teammates, they want to get one of those, too, because they want to continue to run the football. Most offensive linemen like that part of the game better than pass protection because they're not taking blows. They're actually dealing them out. So what they want to do is show the coaches. Hey, if we pop one, we're having success. That way they won't go away from the running game.
We'll be hoping to pop one, break one here this go-around.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Here's Mahomes to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt, and that will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space and some... Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off around the 37. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it. And that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
The KC offense and Clyde Edwards-Helaire getting the ball back here.
A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Mahomes now on first down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. First down now, but that clock rolling. First and 10 at the 23. They'll look to throw here. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Back to throw again. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. To throw. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll begin out in Houston, and it's the Texans who's got the lead in the second quarter. Deshaun Watson has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, we head up to the Motor City to check in on the...
Well, why don't we... As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Let's go. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground. But that hasn't been the case so far in this game, so maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think